everyone, and welcome back to another part of Legend of the Blue Blur, where we play through every single Sonic game in chronological order of their release. And last time we beat Sonic Advance 1. And as it so happens, Sonic Advance 2 was the next game to be released. And if you're wondering how that's possible, it's because there actually was about like a year or two between them, and there was a game in between, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which we already did. Like, I just decided that, you know what, like, I could do Adventure 2 and Adventure 2 Battle separate. It was like, what's the point? It really didn't... Oh, oops, actually, not yet. I want to go into options first. Create some player data. I'm probably going to want this when I get to the multiplayer phase anyway, because like Advance 1, I am planning on doing this eventually. Just not right away. Yeah, there's 4 characters in this game too, like the last one, but unlike the last game, and I'm sorry I forgot to show this off, but you only have Sonic at first. If you try to select the other 3, you just get silhouettes. So as you saw there, performed a trick. This game in general is way more fast-paced than the last game. One, like, you will automatically break those capsules when you walk into them. Thank goodness. I'm sure if you watched Advance 1 playthrough, you know how annoying I found that. So it's not something I intend on complaining about. Insta-shield is still here. Sonic actually has his homing attack now as well. He performed that just by double tapping A. It's kind of finicky though, so I wouldn't rely on it too much, and it doesn't seem to work on bosses. And one other thing. This, boost mode. This is new to Advance 2. It's fairly easy to trigger, but it'll just cause a whole bunch of little added effects to happen where you can just run across things like water, or really do whatever you want to do. If I'd been paying better attention, I would have noticed this earlier, but you see that yellow dot there by the ring counter? Those are special rings. I'm going to point them out better when I see one later. There's probably going to be one act... Oh wow, the shield is off-center. That's going to throw me off so much. Yeah, I think those are called SP rings. There's 7 per act. And if you want to get to the special stage, you have to collect all 7 of them in one go. Yeah, I thought special stages were annoying in the last game, but this game is so much worse. So not only do you have to get 7 per turn, I wasn't even pushing up, so I don't know why that happened, but whatever. Because yes, tricks are different depending on if you press up, down, or... Yeah, I was doing the down trick that time, which is almost completely worthless, but I guess it sort of has uses, just... Oh, boost mode. I was about to show off that you could actually do the down trick anyway, but it would cost me my boost mode, so never mind. I want that shield. I missed it. It's this, so you just hit the B button when you're in the air, that's it. This is by far Sonic's fastest game in the trilogy. There's one of those coins. You can kind of tell when the stages are about to end, because they'll have these kind of straightaways of nothing. And you want to break as soon as you see those checkered patterns show up, because if you take too long, you actually get less points out of it. Not the end of the world binding stretch, but... Okay, so boss 1, by far the easiest. Honestly, some of the later bosses just feel straight up unfair. You know, they all have the same concept. You're running chasing the boss and you want to damage them. Also, they all have pinch phases now. Music changes to this. They'll usually attack more or do something different. Thank you, invincibility frames. Shame invincibility frames don't always work. Here we go. Boss 1 defeated. You may have seen that he was carrying someone with him, and yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like we don't know who it is, it's Cream. But At the time, she was kind of unknown. Like, the only other time she had shown up, I think, was Adventure DX, which technically didn't come out yet. I'm not going to sit through all that. So I think this was technically her first appearance. And then they just went to shove her into everything for a few years. Only to completely forget about her. It was weird. Like, of all the unique characters they had in this series, I think she was definitely one of the stranger ones. Like, I can't call her the weirdest because Big exists. But still bizarre. Like, they didn't push for Big as much, at least. When he showed up, it kind of seems like a joke more than anything. But I think Cream was done in earnest. It's like, you have this 6-year-old kid. Why? Alright, so Hot Crater. This stage is it's a bit more difficult, but you can at least still keep your speed here. Which is more than I can say about the next zone, which is kind of a slog. Actually, kind of jarringly so. Like, you go way slower there than you do the other stages so far. 4 it kind of speeds up again, and 5 is where all my playthroughs this game have gone to die. This isn't even my first time trying to record this game, it's my second time. You wanna know why? Zone 5. I have a lot to say about that zone, and none of it's good. Like, I don't know if I want to go so far as to say it's the worst zone in the series yet, but it's a serious contender. It's that bad. I screwed up. Oh well. You still get points for the blue. It goes that yellow, blue, then there's a red zone after that, and if you don't even hit the red, then you just get nothing. But I remember there's kind of a potential trap here, so you need to be aware of that one. But you have to do an upwards trick, or else you'll get stuck in a loop. We've got a ways to go before we hit it, though, I believe. Wait, can I just break through here? Yes, I can. I keep forgetting that there's actually uses for that. But I mean, clearly there is, and I'm using it. Oh, here we are. I think we're in it now. Yep, this is the trap. Right here. The game kind of tricks you into wanting to go left or right there. Don't do it. It's a trap you can't hope to win. That actually got me last time I was playing through here. I was stuck there for about 3 or 4 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it feels like a lot for sure. And I felt like such an idiot when I got through. It's like, oh, duh. Should be getting close to the end, though. And no, I didn't push backwards. That's just the game being weird. I think we're getting close to the end. Yeah. No stretch of land this time. Well, okay. Alright, boss 2 time. Alright, turret. This boss hasn't given me too much trouble. This one has a bit more of a noticeable pinch face too, so that's kind of cool. I guess the one problem I have with it is, like, it has, like, the worst timing for its firing its shots. It seems to always be when rings show up. The instant shield doesn't actually seem to work like a shield in this game like it did in Advanced 1. Alright, there we go. Pinch face time. There no longer is a cannon. Like, it just launches them out every second or two. Which I actually kind of prefer. Because at least now you know they're always coming at the same time interval. Okay, where's the rings? Okay, good. I couldn't risk it without rings. Actually, I kind of wonder what the point of this ability is now. Is it just to expand your hitbox? Thankfully, rings showed up right there. Ah, well, they had shown up. I believe these areas actually loop too, in roughly like 3-minute intervals. So, just so you're aware, beat this boss quickly. And that goes for every boss. Not necessarily every boss is 3 minutes. It's just I have noticed gaps in rings beginning showing up around that point, indicating that I've missed rings. Music playing, okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
So this is a different kind of level. I used to really hate this place. I don't anymore, but it's still definitely a departure from the last stage. And I still kind of feel like it probably belonged more in the last game than this one. That's not a bad thing by any stretch, it's just fish out of water, you know. Oh, there's an SP coin. Nice. They do give points, but there's this whole thing about them being tied to special stages. And the fact that you have to get them in one life or they reset. That's a thing too. I still haven't triggered a homing attack yet, have I? Both these go the same place. It's not always true, but for those two in particular it is. Oh, I almost triggered it actually. There we go, homing attack. Just double A. Third one. Just hold right. Oh, no. Never mind, holding right is a terrible idea. Don't do it. What do I know? Might be the first time I've spin dashed since we started this game. That thing was just annoying me. Shame you can't use homing attack on the springs like you can in the 3D games. Or capsules, or anything you might want to homing attack in on. But I guess that might be a little OP for a 2D game. Ah, darn. I keep forgetting it's a death plane. This is only Act 1. Yeah, no game. I'm not gonna screw it up this time. Probably. It was around here. Alright, it was this. There we go. This is the end, right? It was. What are those supposed to be in the background? Are those just tombstones? Or Popsicle sticks? I have no idea. I'm not talking about the instruments, I'm talking about the things that are closer to the foreground. You can barely see them there. In fact, you can't even see the instruments right now. Yeah, there, at the very bottom. What is that? Gotta go up this. I think those enemies actually double as springs if you want to use them that way. And yes, this jump dash is still a thing. Still mostly useless. It would be useful in boss battles, but it's inconsistent with when it triggers. That's the thing. Okay, good. I thought that might be a death pit. You know, grind rails like to do that from this point onward. You'll usually end up grinding over nothing, and if you screw up, well, too bad. Oh well. Just be glad I'm not exploiting save states yet. Believe me, the second we get to Zone 5... Ugh. This is the only game in the Advanced series that I didn't actually get on GBA at the same time as the other two. Like, I did end up getting it, I just got it way later, and I'm kinda glad I did. I did not think I would have had fun with this game as much as the other two just because of that. The funny thing is, I've heard stages 6 and 7 are totally fine. It's just 5 that's messed up. But I don't know. I haven't beaten it. Doesn't help there's emulator glitches on it either, so... I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop complaining about that stage, but, It killed my playthrough yesterday, that's the thing. I don't remember this one at all. Is this... Yeah, it seems like, is this Spinning Tops? Yes, it is. This is basically Egg Viper. But it's in 2D, which makes it way more dangerous. Oh, I didn't realize that was an attack. I didn't realize that was going to be coming out either. There actually is a spot where you can actually jump up on it from below, but it's risky. Like, that's what you usually end up doing. I can't find a good place to jump onto. Okay, this one's fine because there's nothing to... I still haven't landed a single hit. Wow. This boss is going badly for me so far. I beat this thing in like 30 seconds yesterday when I played through. Or maybe it was boss 4 that I did in 30 seconds, but it was fast. Oh, like that, yeah. Sometimes you'll just jump through and be totally fine. Oh, come on. I feel like that was going to be the one that destroyed it, too. Oh, there's second one of those destroyed at least. Like, having 2 of those destroyed makes this a lot easier. Alright, rings. I need rings. You're free to show up anytime, rings. Don't mind me. Or, oh, wait a minute. Is the level looping? Crud. It's probably looping. It took too long. Anyway, we're in pinch phase, so... guess I just gotta do the rest of no rings! Because... well, yeah. Rings don't exist anymore. Ah, dumb. Well, it's a couple minutes wasted. I don't like this boss. Finally a hit at least. Only took 30 seconds. I need that middle one to go out. Not like that. So actually, yes, maybe like that. I'm trying to hit those capsule things out of it. It's just... Sonic's momentum is so janky in these boss fights. It's just the bosses! Does not feel consistent. Like, it should be mentioned too that Advance 3 went back to the normal style of boss fights, so... clearly they agreed with me. These bosses weren't very good. I wasn't trying to hit that. I wasn't trying to jump on top of that either. Just how it worked out. I have no idea what the special secret is for getting through those. And I think we're at the point where the rings stop showing up, so that's always nice. Why? Okay, I could have sworn that was going to be the pinch. Oh, well, there goes that one, at least. Alright, I think I'm starting to figure out how to jump through those, at least. I think it's the middle spot you have to jump through, like the part where the silver bit shows. It's really hard to aim, but hard is at least consistent. go, finally. Finally rescue Tails. And go on to stage 1. I love how Tails just saves himself. He's like, nah. Because for Cream, she was falling and you had to rescue her, but Tails like, nah, I've got this. And more of these cutscenes that don't really amount to anything because there's barely any plot in this game at all. Like, this isn't really a game where Eggman needed motivations, but some of these cutscenes just feel weird. I think I prefer the way they did it for Advance 3 where they showed off the unlocked characters in that game. Or instead of doing those weird cutscenes, it was still in the in-game engine. And I did the up trick again despite not pressing up. I think it's just another defect of the PS4 controller. I really don't like this thing. People swear by it, I have no clue why. Ice. Okay, so this stage, it's this game's ice level. It's because, you know, Sonic Advance series in general just loves its ice levels. Every Advance game has one. Last time we had Ice Mountain. This is what we have here. Advance 3 has one as well. They're usually around the same point of the game too. Because both this game and the last game it was Zone 4. Advance 3 it's Zone 5. Oh, I've never gone down this route. Okay. Just nice going this way. There's a lot of splitting branches on this path, which scares me a lot when it comes to thinking of getting all those coins for the emeralds. As every single character, because, oh yeah, did I forget to mention that? I have to get them all as every single character now. The emerald counter is separate for every individual character. Oh, come on. Is there a dash? Okay, there is. And I just missed it. Thank you, homing attack. Don't know why they got rid of you in Advance 3. A bunch of these things, isn't there? This supposed to be oil drums, or I don't even know. Oh, I went the extra life. I kind of burned through a lot of them back when I was fighting that last boss. Oops, jumped way too early there. Oh, well, I really need that extra life. Oh, right, this. Not falling for your lives twice. I missed that route. I was trying to go the exact same route I did last time. Sorry, just started thinking about Chaos Emeralds in this game again and got a little depressed. I can barely see these penguins. We getting there? No. Okay, there we go. Finally done with Act 1 of this place. It's like, it's a good level, but it's probably forever gonna live on as that level that nobody even remembers, and when they do remember it, they're not even thinking of this game, they're thinking of a fan game. I mean, I don't mean to diss the fan game, but... yeah, it's kind of bad that this... both the stage music and the stage itself has become known from Ultimate Flash Sonic instead of this game. Again, like, Flash Sonic's fine, it's just... I kind of have a beef against fan games in the first place. They tend not to be very good. There's always exceptions. I'd even argue some of them are better than the main games, but the people that say that this is better than what Sega makes for every single fan game, ha. Oh, I could have just gone straight to that spring on the left. Oh, the music loop is, music loop's longer in this act than it was in the last act. I think last time it was only like 1 minute 10 seconds. Oh, there's this. Ice everywhere. Oh, wow. Stage is way shorter than I thought it was. Okay, well, time for the boss. And then time for the worst stage in the game. Probably. Unless I've been lied to and the stages 6 and 7 are even worse. I do kind of get the feeling it's just like this massive difficulty spike. So this boss is kind of a mixture of the first boss from Sonic 3 and I don't know, what would I call this? Like, is this Egg Viper too? I don't know, it's Egg something. But you gotta jump, as you saw before, you gotta jump on that platform when it's oriented correctly, and you gotta time it so you don't get hit by the bombs or the debris, and kind of just have to keep jumping and hoping that it'll orient itself, but it never does. And of course, if you're just standing over there, it's not good enough, so you gotta be running towards it, which means you're gonna be running straight towards the bombs, and yeah, this boss is frustrating too. See why I don't like this boss? Basically, well, I mean, really, I don't like any boss in this game. I think they're all terrible. But they're terrible in different leagues. This one, at least, you can kind of get a rhythm, but I'm getting worried that we might be getting close to the end of the rings. But the second the rings end, the fight ends. You can't stop holding right or else you're not going to make it up to Eggman, and you're not going to make it to Eggman anyway because like, they timed it so the holding right will guarantee that you get hit by the debris. Okay, well it looks like the rings last a little longer here than they did in the last fight. That's good. Oh, but didn't even need the lift for that one. Oh no. Now they're ending. Yep. So they last about 2 minutes 10 seconds. That's how long they expect the boss to take you. Now I'm doing considerably better. Probably now that I've dealt with the pinch phase, I can deal with the normal phase without a whole lot of issues. Like, I thought this was hard. Alright, I had to stay back. I need rings. Okay, good. I got a ring. So I thought the levels looped, but I guess they don't. Oh, I didn't even need the lift for that one. Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. I really thought that was it. It's probably one more then. Yeah. Tends to be like 3 or 4 hits after the pinch phase starts. There we go, boss 4. If you heard that, yeah, I'm safe stating. I don't care. This stage is terrible in every way possible. It is such a beginner's trap. Everything about, like, you have to do an up trick there. You're forced on this really terrible low route that's almost impossible for Sonic to clear, and it just gets better from there. Don't move, you want to go on the upper route. I think this place is supposed to be something similar to Red Mountain from Sonic Adventure 1, but it's so much worse. Those windmills are a large reason why. They do whatever they want. See what I mean? They just spit you on... I mean, okay, this time it worked out for me. Like, they usually go the way you want them to, but they don't always, and... Act 1 I don't actually have that many problems with anymore. Like, I had a lot of problems with it, but I've played it so many times that I've figured out all the quirks. Well, most of the quirks. I think I'm running the wrong way. Yep. And there's the enemy there just to eat up your rings, because, you know, why not? Oh, Random Tornado, that's great. I mean, you could have made it a little more visible, but no, okay. I'm sure you had your reasons. What the? Okay, that I legit had no idea about. That's gonna be so much fun to remember getting later. 4 times. Wait, sorry, no, 5 times. What the? Oh, here we go, okay. Act 1 done. Act 1's not the super hard one. Like, you need to know which routes to take. But you're okay. Route 2 is just beginner trap, left and right. Okay, so this place. I can do okay on it for like 30 seconds, but that's where the problems begin to show up. This stage. And the icing on cake is the boss is by far the worst one so far. It's straight up unfair. I don't know if it's an emulator glitch or if it's just how the boss was programmed, but it's like I never actually got this far on the GBA version, and I don't even think my GBA works anymore. Or if it does, I don't have the charger, and I don't dig up the batteries, and yada yada. Excuses not to play this game. I was trying to break into boost mode. Yeah, like that. We're getting close to that point. Okay, fine, I'm losing boost mode, whatever. There, that's the checkpoint of terribleness. So it was a minute 30, not 30. My mistake. Fine. And it's actually not so bad at first. The problem is that there are these super cheap drop-offs that if you don't know they're there, you're dead. The game punishes you for not memorizing the level design. I think I'm starting to figure out those windmills at least. I think it's right to go up and left takes you back where you came from. I think that's how it works. Oh crap, this part. Yeah, this is the part where I was talking about where you get punished for not knowing the level design. I got really lucky there. Normally that would have been a kill. Wow, that was very lucky. Don't expect that. Just barely landed in blue. That's fine, whatever. I got 8 lives for this boss and I don't care because I'm going to save state over it left and right. This boss is horrible. It's that hand. Almost exclusively. The laser's bad too, but the thing about the hand is sometimes they'll just hit you like that, and sometimes it's insta-kill. And there's that laser that I can barely even see, and like, it probably shows up better on OBS than it does for me. Yeah, for the hand, you actually have to attack the thing Knuckles is in. Because there's nothing there to attack, actually, on the hand. Just take damage if you try attacking it. It's gonna be so amazing if I actually beat this first try now. Nope! Insta-killed. And I still don't care. Loading save states. This boss is terrible. I generally try to get rid of the laser first just because I consider it easier jumping on the laser. Also, the hand guards Knuckles, so that's a thing too. Like, I don't like the laser, but I consider Knuckles to be harder to hit. Okay, shouldn't that be an insta-kill to Knuckles? No? Okay, of course not. It's this game. I had to skip that turn. Wonder how long they expect you to take on this one, because we haven't even hit the pinch phase yet. I'd just like to bring that up. Ah, darn it. I got hit by the side of its hitbox. It's like, I can't run forward out there because it's a freaking weirdo. There we go, pinch phase. I hit this once yesterday and it was really hard. So I'm already doing better. But it's being really weird now and... It's like it usually seems to have like 3 or 4 hits after pinch, and I think I've hit it twice now since pinch. That was too late. Just go back. That hand is way too risky. Okay. It's either 2 or 3. Three or 4. Dang it. Attack cycle didn't work out for me that time. Ah, it was too slow. Fine. Back up. I think I missed. Just attack already. Okay. There! Finally done with this cursed boss! I love how Knuckles just looks like he's completely destroyed. So everything from this point on is going to be blind for me. This zone is still terrible. I don't care if it went extremely well for me this time compared to last time. Wow, this is hilarious. This is like a Knuckles and how angry he is. That's great. What the... No, the strangest thing just happened. This is great. This is way better than the Tails and Cream scenes already. Alright, so now we can play as all 4 characters. I don't think I need it, but I'm safe stating it anyway, just in case I accidentally reload the state or something.
3, 2, 1, go!
I have never been here before. I have no idea what this is. And it looks like there's some gravity madness. So that... Kind of looks like Cybertrack from Advance 3, too. Or I guess technically Cybertrack looks like this, but... I don't know, I think Cybertrack looks a bit better, if I'm being honest. I'm not a big fan of the visual filters here. This just screams I'm gonna have to put a seizure warning on the video. Go, go, go! I've been going at this 46 minutes. That's actually really good considering. And it took me a good couple hours yesterday going through Sky Canyon. Yeah, seriously. And today I beat it my second try. I guess I just need to look at it on a different day. Please be a lower route. Okay, good. Oh, they want you to go this way. This place looks so weird. What the? Oh no, that's a death pit. Fine. That's not too big of a pushback. We're not playing Sky Canyon here. Yes, I'm still that bitter towards the stage. You'd be too if it threw back your expected upload schedule. Okay, that's what got me before. No, 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 no! I knew that was probably going to happen, but I couldn't do anything to stop it. So let's see if that happens the third time. I found it weird how I said that the dash was super useless, and now I'm using it left and right. Let me just jump over it. I was half expecting the end of the stage to be right there. Okay, I'm not even prone to seizures, and even I'm getting really sick of these filters. It's time to stop. Back we go. Just wait for the booster to show up, I guess. Or that. There we go. I wasn't holding left, if you're wondering why I fell off so suddenly. Although I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Seriously, I can't wait to finish this zone just so I can get out away from this background. It's time to stop. You're like, when it's just this, it's fine. The flashing lights that do it for me. Like, the stage itself is fine. Surprisingly. Save state again. Because I don't want to die in Act 2 or boss. Not again. So I kind of wonder if we're going to get a proper Zone 7 this time, because Advance 1 we didn't. It was just X Zone. Or I guess if you want to split hairs, there was the... What's it called? There was the 2 different zones for Zone 6. There's Egg Rocket and Cosmic Angel. So you can attack those enemies. Who knew? Oh, well. Oh, I think I was supposed to do an up trick there. Oh well. Time to go. Look at this. Extra routes and not covered with death pits. Sky Canyon. I'm sorry, I'll stop. It's just... That's a death pit, though. Oh, that's all the way back to the start. Well, you know, screw it. Just reload the save state, then. Get my life back. The flashing lights are still a bit much, though. Oh, I want that. Let's take the start this time. That was a mistake. Maybe I should have gone on the route I did last time, just tried to pull off the trick this time. Well, if I screw up again... Oh, well, that's a death pit, isn't it? Yep! Let's go. I know we didn't get a checkpoint, so... This game really doesn't like checkpoints for some reason. Just lightly tapping on the trick button. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. That one actually was intentional for once. No, it's a left-hand one we want to do. There's a dash panel around here, I believe. And I completely screwed that up by jumping. Oh, so you can get up there. I was actually kind of wondering about that. Mandatory tricks are back, though. That's unpleasant. No, okay. The background. Stop. Please stop. Make the flashing end. Like, having this on a full screen is just painful to look at. Well, so far this doesn't look so bad. I'm sure there's an attack of some sort. Oh, yep, there we go. Spikes and... Yep, so that's the gimmick now. Ah! Did the rings already stop showing up? Wait, is there 8 zones in this game? I thought there was only 7. Because there's 2 icons left. Okay, I need some rings. Up some. What the? I swear he's timing it to be the most inconvenient possible. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to go forward? I mean, I still think the Sky Canyon boss is probably worse so far, but, it's not by a lot. Oh, they switched directions now. Yikes. Yeah, that actually makes it considerably more difficult. Okay, rings. This can be like, don't tell me they stopped showing up already. I can barely see the spike things because of the background. What the? It already flipped? Isn't it supposed to be flipped and spikes, then flipped and spikes? Like, consistently like that? I'm not hammering this. Not again. Oh, I guess it is whatever it wants. It's the same couple attacks, but... I cannot see those spikes! The background is flashing way too much. I can barely even see the rings. What the... I didn't hit the A button there, but okay. I guess I jumped. I really don't like this boss, and it's purely the background. This zone's background makes this way too difficult. If I had any other stage's background, this would actually be one of the easier bosses. Did I get hit? I don't know. The game says I did, but I didn't see anything. I know there's 3 of these things, but I can only ever see 1 or 2 at a time, so... Apparently I got hit. You know, I expected to like this game going in, and then I expected to hate it once I got to the Chaos Emeralds. I'm kind of surprised to see that I'm hating it before even trying the Emeralds. That's a really bad sign. And I've got to go through it 3 more times before even dealing with Emeralds. Where's rings? Am I just missing them? Can I not see them? Oh, well. Collected rings. Unless there's this tail that I'm just not seeing. Like, okay, at least the spikes I can see. That did... Okay, I saw that spike ball. It did not hit me. It was way off center. Hate that attack so much. There's no way to sink it. The 3 is too many. It's a good thing I have save states, because I would have game overed already if I didn't. Apparently I got hit. Still can't see him. Nothing's changed in that regard. Okay, I guess it's a good thing that the weird effects stopped, but it's still way too flashy. Oh, I got 2 hits on you. Nice. I just barely saw one of the spike balls, and as soon as I did... I did not see that one. Those things stay spiky way too long. Oh, stop. I think I can say this safely. Worst boss in the series. No ifs, ands, or buts. Unless somehow boss 7 is even worse than this. And it is purely that background. Any other background I would actually be able to see what I'm doing. But no. And I'm sure it would still be terrible, but it wouldn't be this bad. I hate that attack, because there's 3 of them, and it's impossible to jump all 3 of them. It's just straight up impossible. Oh, I thought I was going to do spikes, so I didn't run toward it right away. Like, the spikes are decent when you're moving, but ugh. Stop. Why does the super movement heavy one have to be in this stage with this background? This is the worst background I've ever seen in a 2D game. Ever. just because of the flashing lights. Like, I'm sure, like, in still images it's aesthetically appeasing, like, to the point where I actually wouldn't mind having it as a wallpaper or something, but, it's way, way too distracting! It immediately takes your focus off. I can't believe I actually dodged that. So I guess it is possible, it's just extremely unlikely. Like I was saying, it's like, the background is just way too visually stimulating. Your eyes are immediately going to focus in on that. And there's weird jump glitches too. Those are always fun. Please be over. Please be over. Thank you! I'm not even done with the stage, I'm safe stating, because I do not want to fight that thing ever again. So of course I'm going to go fight it 3 more times. I swear if this place has a super BS looking background too. Hard to tell. I think this is like Cosmic Angel where you can't see the background right away. Oh, never mind, there is a... Oh, no, yeah, well, it's just space. Or inside, which is this. Like, both of them are miles better than anything that the Techno base had. I think the same person that designed Sky Canyon designed this stage. It's got a lot of the same quirks already. I can tell. This isn't good. Gonna hit the spring. There. What is that? Oh. It's like those launcher items from Sonic Rush. This is only Act 1. Just end this game already. What the? Okay, how is anyone supposed to know that was going to be there? What the? Oh. Okay. That's weird. So this was the gravity stage. How far back am I pushed? Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, now I'm just pushed up on it. And I'm going a totally different route now, and... oh, whatever. Did I screw up somewhere? I don't think I did. Nah, it's this. Please let the level end. The longer these stages go on, the more I'm thinking I'm gonna have to explore every square inch of this in order to find all those coins. Or rings, or whatever. Flavor of the week. Is this it? Don't care. Done with Act 1. That was only 3.5 minutes, but it felt like 10.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's time that now. An hour and 11 minutes. Might cut some of that out. Probably not, though. Like, the only part I can see myself cutting out is maybe that Zone 6 boss, because that just went on forever. But despite saying that, it was at just that length where I can justify not cutting it. Like, it took a while, but I don't know. Some people like watching me suffer for some reason. Status. I see that coin, but I also know I can't get you. What the? Bottomless pits ahoy.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, at least I can say this game had 2 good zones. And that's it, really. 2 good zones, 1 mostly good, but a bit overwhelming zone. 1 mez zone and 3 crap zones. Report card doesn't look very good. It's purely the level design, too. This game is clearly trying to egg you on to going fast, but it doesn't have the level design that Rush or Rush Adventure, Unleashed generations, any of them do. So it can't really support the high speed. Like the first few zones, it's simple enough. The level design's so simple that, yeah, you can pull it off, but I was about to go. It's like, are you gonna have me skip that checkpoint? Guess the answer's no. Good. I tried to do a jump dash there, but didn't work. Still don't know what the criteria for those are. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, not what I was trying to do, but it worked out even better. Oh, looks like I got one of those coins. What was that? No, it's just a fight. I thought it was an extra life. I got all excited. Well, I was gonna say I know I need those, but then I'm like, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna save state it. Almost 300,000 points. Wow. I'm sorry. Did I say probably save state? I meant definitely. My controller disconnected again. It wouldn't be one of these videos without my controller disconnecting. Oh, but it just straight up isn't reconnecting. What the? What the? It's doing whatever it wants now. Okay, I had to reconnect it again. It was doing what it wanted to, and surprisingly that meant just running right. And running right actually seems to work for him, so... Yeah, I was wondering, like, it looks like there's another way. Do you just do a full jump? Okay, now I don't know how it triggers. It looks like you just push up. Oh, you just push up or down. Okay, simple enough. It's like, it takes some time to figure out, but it at least can be figured out. Not humoring the game anymore. Funny thing is, like, unless there's this absolutely devastating attack, I don't think this boss is going to be nearly as bad as the last one, just because of that stupid background. Like, whoever greenlit that for a boss fight. Ugh. I think I'm starting to figure this out. Maybe. I kind of felt like I should have at least triggered the pinch phase by now. Maybe this boss doesn't have pinch phase because it does have different music. Which I'm totally fine with, by the way. It's just... Whoa, okay. You came out of nowhere. There we go, pinch phase. I was just asking about that, and yep, there's my answer. Not what I was trying to do, but okay. Oh wow, that was really good timing on my part. By really good timing, I mean really lucky timing. It looks like he just bumps whatever side he's not on now. This actually seems like the best strategy. I was about to say, like, it's too early in the fight not to be giving me rings. Come on! This one I'm actually okay with them doing the running mechanic too, because it actually looks like they built the boss around it. I think the gravity mechanic really helps that boss. Didn't like the zone very much, but I do think the boss helps it. Which is probably the only zone in the game I can say that for. Oh, you're funny. The last game had Zone X, and this game has Zone Double X. Wait, is this just the first boss again? No. I'm sure this is going to be like the last game where you fought a few bosses that had a couple hits, and then it gets destroyed, and then you're fighting another boss, and it's like, see how much you've gotten better? But no, I haven't. Because all the bosses were crap except for the last one. Well, the timer froze, but I'm not buying it. Is this just... Wait, is this just a boss rush? At least the last game had bosses from a game other than Sonic Advance. The rings are organized really weird here too. It's like there's groups of 4 or there's 3, but they're really spread out. Did I damage it? I don't think I did. Oh, well, pinch face time. Yeah, like that. There's a really weird spread out. I made a safe state before this. I don't care anymore. There. Made another one. Tired of taking damage from things that hit me no matter what I do. There. Oh, and of course they take damage on the second hit that time. So the pinch phase music doesn't play this time. Oh, well, you only had 2 hits, but I guess the turret still had 4, so... whatever. I guess it really means you had 6. Yeah, go ahead. Boss 3. We're clearly doing a boss rush at this point, so, yep. Honestly, I don't hate boss rushes as much as some people do, but that doesn't mean I want them to show up. Especially not in a game that already had bad bosses, for the most part. Oh, those capsules get destroyed after only 1 hit. That almost makes it worth it. Almost. I think the top one is still undestroyed. It's either the top or the bottom one. I know the middle one's safe. It's the bottom one. So the top one's safe. Well, whatever. Who cares which one is destroyed? The whole thing's destroyed. But the music actually does change a little bit. Huh. So yep, now we're doing the ice stage boss again. This one I remember it was just a matter of rhythm. But, other than the last zone, I would say this is probably the closest boss in the game there was to being a good boss. Alright. Time for the next one. Oh, now Eggman's the one in the cap. Okay. I was wondering what they were going to do about that, because Knuckles isn't here anymore. Oh, look at that. The same cheap crap is working in this stage as it did back in Sky Canyon. Of course, of course. Okay, good. That went away at least. I'm just gonna keep my distance, because it's a good thing about the hand at least. It can't hit you from far away. Okay, I got greedy on that one. Fine. Whatever, use all the Dark Souls lingo you want to on that. Well, I wasn't even sure what that phrase meant until a few weeks ago anyway. Right there. Done with you. On to Zone 6! Let's see how much better this is without the terrible background. What even is the point of this? Okay, sure, I'm still taking damage. It's still the 6th boss, it's just... Nope, dump. Fine. Watch how this suddenly turns into the best boss in the game now. Just because the back, I can actually see what I'm doing. Sort of mean like the stars are still kind of distracting, but they're not nearly as bad as the Zone 6 was. I was trying to do the bound attack to get some extra height, and the game said no, and fried. Come on! They go off way too fast. I was already in the air ready to jump on it and I didn't even have time to turn around. What the? It almost looks like he was trying to do a homing attack, but no, I don't think he was. I'm not doing anything until I get another ring. That attack is still BS. Oh no, this boss still sucks. Good to know. It's like it's definitely easier. Just again because I can see what I'm doing. Sort of. Of course, every single time I try jumping on one of those yellow platforms, while I'm in the middle of my jump, that's when it decides to flip. That's when the spikes come on. Oh god! It just did the spikes! Okay, I'm really glad that was the last hit. If it wasn't, I was in trouble. Because I was probably going to land on that yellow platform. And now for fighting this thing again. The one good boss in the game. Like, it's still hard, but hard bosses are fine. It's just as long as the challenge is fair. The speed acceleration's kind of messed up, though. I don't even think that last hit should have counted, if I'm being honest. And there's gonna be one more, isn't there? You're not gonna just give it to me. No, you're gonna make me fight one more boss at the end of all of this. Well, they just gave me rings. So, yeah. Wait, am I just... So that's it. This looks like another bad boss. And it's the only one in the game that doesn't require you to dash forward. So far. As long as I have one ring, I guess. Oh, come on! I'm dead. Those lasers are synced to go off from his head the second those elevators get up the point where you get off. I'm so glad I have save states, because if I didn't, I would probably have to go through the entire boss rush again. And I still have no idea what the point of damaging those hands is. Is it just like damage the hands? I don't really have time to experiment. It's like my timer's close to 6 minutes and I didn't disable the time over limiter, so if it just so happens to go over 10 minutes... I really wish I had a hotkey to just reload states from my controller, but the simulator doesn't support that. Most simulators don't, actually. Ah, that was bad. There. Went through a fair chunk of it without any rings, and I didn't save state either for anything other than the beginning. Got through final, which clearly isn't final, and I know I'm gonna have to fight through it as Sonic again, because it's probably gonna be the same way as it was last time. Oh look, the Death Egg. I thought I was on Egg Utopia, but no, okay. Okay. Oh, it's just credits, whatever. I'll sit through them properly at some points, but probably once I beat the final boss. Yeah, I know, get the emeralds. So, back in Advance 1, I did them all so that it was Sonic in one playthrough and then the other 3 in one. I don't think I can do that reasonably this time. So, I think what I'm going to go for instead is each one of them is going to have their own video. So, this one's Sonic, next one's probably going to be Tails, because I think he's going to be he's going to be the most difficult after him, because he doesn't really have a proper attack for bosses. Then Knuckles, then I'll end off on Cream. And then we can start on the Chaos Emerald collecting. Oh. And if I happen to get one along the way, then so be it. I'm not going to avoid them like I did back in Advance 1. But I don't think it's very likely. By not very likely, I mean it's basically impossible. So, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. And yeah, I'm trying to time limit off because that could have been really bad for me.